In this Extreme Bedroom Makeover, we'll share the top 5 ways to make a small bedroom feel larger.
The easiest thing you can do and most affordable for the impact it makes is to refresh the room with a new coat of paint. Using a lighter color palette can help the space feel bigger and brighter. You can see the difference here in this room with the new coat of Pure White by Sherwin-Williams going on. It makes the old white and gray colors look old and dingy. Paint really can make a huge difference. Adding an accent wall can also create depth and dimension in a small room by using a contrasting color. Not only does this create a focal point for the room, but this dark Vogue green makes the room look deeper than it actually is. Adding a contrasting color alone can create the illusion of a larger room, but we wanted a more elevated look with a board and batten design. You'll see that we're not only adding more dimension and detail to the accent wall, but by bringing the design out onto each side wall and onto the ceiling, further create that recessed look and help make the room feel wider. For all the details for this project, you can watch the full video by tapping the card on your screen or finding the link down in the description box below. The next thing you can do that's also super easy is to add some curtains to your windows. Now, if you look at just any given room without curtains, the room kind of feels a little bit empty or naked. We feel like our windows are naked, but hanging curtains really makes a huge difference. And if you follow this general rule of thumb of hanging the curtains as high as you can and outside the window, it actually makes the window feel bigger and your room taller. So use this little hack the next time you need to hang curtains in your house.
Do you want your curtain panels to be a little fuller and look a little more custom? We're going to show you this pool noodle hack that's going to fix that. Got a split in the pool noodle, and I'm just going to put it in between the rings, or what are they called? Grommets. That's what they are. And stick it on the rod, and then we can go like that, and they look all perfect and beautiful.
We love to use mirrors to reflect light and create depth and dimension in a space, which is important in a room that doesn't get a lot of natural lighting all day. This room faces east, so it gets a lot of great morning light, but midday to night, this mirror is really going to help reflect all light, which gives the illusion of a larger room. Going back to the color scheme, utilizing the same tones throughout the room with paint color, curtains, area rug, bedding, and other textiles will also help it feel more cohesive and free of clutter. And clutter is definitely what we're trying to avoid here. It's the number one thing that will make your room feel smaller. Another really important thing to consider is to keep the furniture in scale with the room. Just because it fits in a room, maybe wall to wall, doesn't always mean it's the best option. To keep costs down on this bedroom makeover, I found this bed frame on the Facebook Marketplace for only $50. While it was a full size like we needed, it was bulky and didn't fit the style we were going for. So in this 2-part video series, we gave this bed an overhaul by trimming down both the headboard and footboard. Then we added new trim pieces to cap off the edges to create a low-profile platform bed. In part 2, we used a really cool technique to paint the bed to look like rifted oak. You'll definitely want to go watch those videos if you like to keep the budget in check and refinish furniture. And I think even though we do DIY stuff all the time and we love to refinish furniture, this is still one of our favorites because it went through probably the biggest transformation that we have ever done. If you're not up to a big DIY project, you can always find inexpensive furniture. I only paid $120 for both of these nightstands from Amazon. There was a bit of assembly to put them together, but I think they're the perfect fit in this small bedroom. They're only about 16 inches square and 21 inches high. And rather than placing lamps on them, we opted to hang pendant lights to free up the nightstands for a little decor, and better yet, the hanging pendants draw your eyes up, creating an illusion of a higher ceiling. And here's a little bonus tip for you. If you have just the standard builder's grade sliding closet doors, they can be kind of hard to get into and see everything, as you can only see in one side of the closet at a time. So we hung these really cool bifold barn door hardware. So they look like barn doors, but it's really a bifold door, and you can see into the closet all at the same time, and they make a world of difference. And they were really simple to do as well. We just reused the existing closet doors, took them down, gave them a quick sanding and a new coat of white paint, and then we attached the hardware to the door, hung up the rail on the header of the closet, and secured everything into place. They were really easy to do. You can check out the complete video on all the details here. And the last thing we did in this extreme bedroom makeover was give an old dresser my great-grandpa built more than 60 years ago a refresh. Now, this doesn't really make the room feel any larger, except that we made it fit the new modern look. And we did put new feet on, so it was raised from the ground. So that actually does make it not feel as heavy. So the first thing we did was give everything a good scuff sanding, and then we painted the base and the drawers black. Then we added cane to the drawers and finished up with a little bit of trim work around the edges. And again, added these new feet and new hardware, and this is as good as new. We were inspired by a dresser at West Elm for about $2,000, and we were able to complete this dresser makeover for just over $100. So reusing things that you already have on hand is definitely a good thing to do if you're watching a budget. We hope you found a little inspiration here today and enjoyed these tips to make a small room feel larger. You can find videos on each of these projects in the description box below or by tapping the cards on your screen. You can find more room makeovers on our channel just like this one, so be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our new videos. And together we'll bring our homes to the sunny side of the street. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.